Why? Very simple. Because SMT has a monopolistic position in Singapore on the media. Alright? And you know, Shanmugam was telling Singaporeans, oh, mainstream media and the public must develop this mutual trust. How do you trust a media that reports fake figures for its circulation? Not only that, there was a crime there. There was a crime there, which the police till today and AGC till date refused to investigate. Alright? And you know what was the funny thing? Josephine Teo in Parliament can say, oh, we have done our investigation and we are going to continue funding. Now, in my video, I asked Josephine Teo to assure Singaporeans that not a single cent will be spent on SMT until all the facts are clarified. Yet, in a matter of 3-4 weeks, the government claims that it has done its investigations. Will it share its investigations with Parliament, with the public, so that everyone can contribute to the debate? You know, on this again, I must say, I am disappointed with the performance of the opposition in Parliament. The opposition should not accept these blanket statements without critical analysis. The sad thing, my friends, is that in our country, the press is not the critical press. The press is just a mouthpiece. You never see any critical analysis, all right? And so I say it is shocking. Singaporeans should not be funding this media that has not been honest about its own circulation figures, certainly not to the tune of 180 million a year. You know, my friends, the government spends not even 150 million or thereabouts on Comcare, all right? Monies it pays out to those very low income people or people who are not working. There are a substantial number in our society. And every year, government's funding of that is only about 150 million. I hope I'm right. It's about 150 million or it's even less than that. And yet, yeah, we are spending 180 million on a media. Monopolistic position cannot even survive on its own, you know. Yeah, it has to come cap in hand, begging for money.
Hui Hui, how much money do you have in your CPF account?
Also, the AGC accepted that I sent them the past 10 years of my CPF statements. And now the AGC is saying that I should ask my husband to pay on behalf of the other 5 Singaporeans, which is why we are making this video saying that this is the authoritarian rule of law in Singapore.
Did the AGC really tell you that your husband should be paying for the other 5?
Yes, the AGC actually said that my family members
I tell you this, I am shocked by that. I never knew that. And this is the first time I'm hearing. Why should the husband of Hui Hui be paying for the other 5?
Hui Hui, why your husband always run away with the other 2 children and always doing life? There's so many things that we need to ask him, but he's not here.
If the AGC continue making me raise fund on behalf of the other 5 Singaporeans, whereby this is the authoritarian rule of law, then, you know, I'm afraid.
On what legal basis does the AGC suggest that your husband pay for the other 5?
Oh, because I stay in the house with my husband, and because we have joint accounts to fund my children's stuff.
Or maybe because you're very productive, 3 children in 4 years.
But if the AGC, no, if the AGC continues sending me letters, my marriage will end up like the law minister.
Hey, how many times you want to talk about? Okay.
Because it is the law agency that is sending me this letter. Why is the law agency sending me this letter? And the thing is, when I received the letter, I was 1 month postpartum. So with all the, 5 consecutive years of pregnancy, 6 consecutive years of lactating, and in the middle of the night, I received the letter. So I was like, oh, okay. I don't want to end up like the law minister. So I'm trying my best to raise funds right now.
Okay. You are not alone in that you have very little CPF, because according to the latest CPF statistics, out of about 4.1 million total number of CPF members, about 1.3 million have less than $20,000. Lim Tian, anything to say about
That is why I have always said that the CPF is a broken system. You cannot rely on the CPF for retirement. All right? Look here. If a government is serious that you are able to lead a comfortable life in your golden years, why is it paying you an interest rate of 2.5%, which is well below inflation rate now? All right? Ask yourself this question. Singaporeans should demand that this government play fair and pay them adequate interest on their CPF money. Otherwise, as I have said, every day your CPF money sits there, you are losing out.
And the internet today will say the CPF money is well invested in GIC and Temasek, and it is earning a lot of money. So the question now is, why is the government not giving us the return on the returns of our CPF? Why is the government not returning these returns that they have earned? Why are they not returning the money back to the people? 所以那些网兵就在那边讲说，哦，政府啊投资了赚了很多钱，如果赚了很多钱，为什么我们公积金户口的利息才2.58%？李光耀如果活着是6.58%。所以这种男孩子，这种资政在做什么？那个钱到底是怎样花的？如果赚了，为什么这些钱没有还给人民？所以还我们公积金，不只是把我们公积金的钱还给我，是连本带利也要还给我。就好像这 AGC 已经讲了，他要5.68%的利息，那这样子你给人民的利息又是多少？你把这些利息吃进哪里了？如果这些利息给了人民，人民是不是会更早能够退休？为什么你不要把这些钱还给人民呢？
Han Hui Hui, you didn't go university, then you study in this junior college that closed down already, right? What was your grade for mathematics?
The only thing I know how to count, right, is the amount of money the AGC is asking. But the amount of money that the AGC is asking is continuously increasing. Like now it's
韩明明，你可以废话少说吗？每次问你哦是讲废话的。
You must understand in my estate is all the PAP MPs. Then I every day have to watch them and listen to them, right? So my mind is, like the PAP have been brainwashed,
Now you're talking about monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, because the government right now is trying to slaughter a monkey to scare the pigs.
But I am very, very shocked. I tell you, the takeaway for me from this session is that the AGC can actually suggest that your husband go and pay for the other 5.
Anyway, Lim Tian, knowing Han Hui Hui, sometimes what she say is a bit like the newspaper subscription. Maybe because she the school, all the graduates from this school, I think don't listen very well. Okay, now listen to this statistic. You see, Han Hui Hui, you keep talking Mandarin, right? But I think a lot of people who watch this program maybe don't understand Mandarin. And how do I know? Because look at this one. Information technology resident workers with degrees. Okay? 40,900 of the 87,700 earn their degrees outside Singapore. That means the majority of the IT workers earn their degrees outside Singapore. So unless they are Chinese, maybe they want to know what you're saying. No? Tian, what does this indicate to you when for IT jobs, almost 41,000 out of 48,000 are people who earn their degrees outside Singapore?
I'm telling you.